Fact, I'm straight shout out.
You just gotta say nothing else.
Exactly, just keep it real vague. You feel me? Opaque.
Welcome back, everybody. We here once again. Best podcast on YouTube. Best podcast around the globe. To the Flat Earth Society, we got y'all. Best podcast on the plane. You already here. Subscribe. Smash that like button like Hawk. It is the road to 200 officially.
Push the button.
Push the button. That's a wild statement. Merch coming soon. Shout out to everybody watching. It's your host Sluggy, co-host A,
Jonathan, Black,
Ghost,
and we here like always. All right. So we have an announcement to make, right? Cause yeah, this is like a big deal. We thought of it as midweek, so we didn't really get the chance to tell you. If y'all follow us actually on Instagram at AssembleTime, spelled regularly at AssembleTime, y'all would know about this or probably seen it. But what I'm gonna say is we decided to do our own drum roll, right? Award show, right?
Yeah.
I never seen a podcast do an award show, right? And it's great because for what we're talking about, we can actually give out awards, right? Like the title of the award, you know. So it's great. So the way we're gonna go about it is like every other award show. We're gonna award all the joints from all the movies and shows, all the content that came out from superheroes last year. 2021. That's what our award shows is going to be about. And it's going to be on June 4th, 2022. So it's not today. No, I know I probably got you hyped. Like, y'all about to do that? But we got a lot of planning to do, a lot of preparation. We want it to be as realistic as possible so we can sell the idea. Like, nah, this is that as an award show. So moving forward, every year after that, the foundation's already set and we only take it up from there. So we've been having a marathon. Well, we decided to have a marathon and we just started it with the first property that came out from last year 2021, which was WandaVision, and then from there I think next would have been
Loki.
No, Snyder Cut. I think it came out in March.
Oh right, I always forget that we're doing these.
That's wild.
And it's great because you didn't see it yet.
I have not. Oh, which is perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Have you seen Snyder
This is
Cut?
great.
Yeah, you haven't seen Snyder Cut.
Fairly, since the shit is 4 hours. If y'all want, we can go. I mean, everybody's their own man, right? Y'all can watch it how y'all want, but I mean, we can go about it in parts. Cause I even thought of that myself. I'm deadass don't have the time with my new job to watch it 4 hours as soon as I get out of work. I would not cook or feed my dogs that day, and and go to sleep late. Like I would wild out. Like that's OD. So I probably watch my shit in parts, which is great because they deadass have it in, it's parts in it, like chapter 1 or part 1, part 2. It's 6 parts plus the epilogue. It's great. So. However y'all want to watch it, I probably go about mine like that. But for you never seen it, you probably want to watch it straight through. So that's how I went. First day I watched it was straight through. Yeah, so we started off with WandaVision first. I don't know where everybody's at in it. I actually got further than I thought. I finished it today.
Oh shit! Okay.
Last night I got to episode 8 while I was just editing mad videos. Every time I edit a video, I'll pause it. Right, I wouldn't try to, cause that wouldn't have my attention. Right, divided attention. I basically, in between, when I have to put the phone down to process, it takes like 45 minutes for that video to process. Right. So I will watch an episode or two.
You bang them out right there. And they
bang them out.
How fast that show goes.
Exactly. So when I'm uploading the video the same way.
Yeah, that actually happened to me too. And it's crazy because I remember watching shows like, because first off, that was the first show that dropped of the year. Mm-hmm. So I think that kind of set the tone. But I remember watching other shows and What If episodes or Loki episodes, and sometimes they would be like 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm. It was
feeling cheated. Damn, bro, it's supposed to be an hour. Mm-hmm. And then watching WandaVision, it was just like,
I felt cheated.
oh nah, they just had me open.
Yeah,
like, they started with 30-minute episodes.
Yeah,
they actually was giving us more. Yeah.
And to get technically, it wasn't even. And 30 is giving them something. It was actually like 23 minutes.
Yo, bro, they had 23-minute episodes. I was like,
the credits is the longest in WandaVision, right? It's like 9-minute credits. Wow.
Yo, caveat on that because thank y'all bring it. Did y'all actually watch those credits?
Yeah,
watch those
they're telling a story.
Those shit were telling stories, bro.
I actually love all the Phase 4. I would say credits lately. Every Phase 4 credit been bananas to me. They going you actually watch the credits. It's a story itself.
They know they mean something. They know they mean something now. First it was ending, giving us content after the movie ended. Now they giving you content right when the shit's beginning.
Exactly. They got you.
Let's go to you.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
they got you. They have you so used to looking for post-credit scenes that they know they could just stuff.
Yo, that was another thing too. I forgot which ones had post-credit scenes, so I was kind of like, I had to really fast forward so you see an image pop up, and it was unnatural to me because that's not how you go about it in the theater, right?
No,
it's like, come on, you gotta wait it out. That's the game shit. But you know, for something you already seen, you definitely get impatient. Exactly.
Yeah, you're sitting there like, all right. Let's get past the boring part.
Yo, sidebar real fast. I said this, okay?
Yeah, do that.
I never advertised nothing on here, but when I was young, and this is a wild statement, you know, when I was young,
I was a young lad.
This was the first thing I ever tried of alcohol. I'm not gonna lie. An adult let me try it, right? Adult that was very in tune and, you know, had say so of what I should do. They let me try it. Actually, they bought me the smaller one, the one that's like a nip. But what I get is, if y'all know about this Serrano, y'all know. So it was my favorite liquor up until recently when I started liking Alizé. Right? If y'all never tried this joint, mad good is deadass sweet as hell. So if you don't like sweet stuff, this is not for you. This is straight sweet. Tastes like probably honey and liquid. I don't know, but shout out to Serrano. You know?
And when you freeze it gets syrupy.
Oh, that's why it's kind of cold and sweaty. When you freeze it, you said?
It gets syrupy.
I think you said serious. But yeah, when you freeze it, does get syrupy. Wow, yeah, actually does. Yeah, got the fire top and all that. I always said I was way too older. I was like, I'm gonna make a skeleton top out of this. But you come to the block with this skeleton top, you roll.
You cheating?
Yeah, that's cheese. That's the infinity skeleton top. Like,
your finger's gonna break.
No, OD, yeah, but you know, I just wanted to. It's been a while. I haven't even drank this probably like in 8 years. You know.
Oh, it's crazy.
Nah, I'll do this. It's
a reunion.
Definitely a reunion. It was a big deal for me, you know, personally. I ain't want to go crazy like advertisement, but why not a little for them? You know, you want to make? Oh, you ready? So you don't want to.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit. You could actually. So something about the Serrano, you could definitely throw it in other liquors. That's how sweet it is.
Yeah, it's so sweet that you could actually use it as a mixer. You know, itself. You know. Yeah, this shit is fire. It's been a while, but
also
it's still there. Wow, it's still there.
My son said it's still there. Yeah,
yo, it's still. That's great.
Fucking with that.
Nah, Pure is great. Pure is great. You gotta take this.
Nah, Pure.
You gotta try it. Great. If you want to take a sip straight from here, Pure, this thing. All right, back to the WandaVision.
One thing. Also, fans, we need y'all to comment more. We need y'all to comment more. We would like for y'all to have more input. So comment more about these awards.
No, yes, please. And with the awards, we wanna. Oh, sorry, but get yours on before done.
Also, last thing on that, yo, comment more if you want to see Ghost on camera, man. Come on. I know y'all like his takes. Y'all need a comment.
He don't want to do it, but I know y'all want to know how he looks.
Come on, I know y'all want to know how
Ghost want to stay a ghost. You feel me?
The mystery ghost.
The mystery ghost.
Up to the fans, you know.
Hey, Ghost, I want you right here next to me, man.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna with this new effect that I learned how to do. We're gonna have to shoot 2 sections, but it'll be the same frame, and then I will crop one side 75%, then I'll crop that little section, that little 25%. You would be there. Then I'm gonna the occupancy. That's the name of it.
Occupancy.
When you put the fade something, is that not well? Damn, I don't know. When you it's spelled like that, but basically when you can fade something image until it's damn near see-through and invisible, and I will fade his body like 50% of that, and it looks like he's dead as a ghost.
Oh, transparency?
No, transparency is the word, but when you go to vision, like I can show you when you go to actual
all the vision.
He said he's like white vision.
When you drawing and stuff, y'all know what is funny. I've been using this since probably the last 8-10 years, and I should know what this word is by saying it, not by looks. Horrible.
Translucent.
It's Ocu something. It's Oculus something. Oh, matter of fact, it's right here. Let me back up. Opacity. Opacity. Well, the opacity basically is when you transition something that it becomes basically almost invisible. But I feel like I'm getting very sidetracked.
Y'all just digress crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know why I brought that up. Why did I even bring that up? Oh, because Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, back to WandaVision. WandaVision. So, who got how far?
I finished it this morning.
Yeah.
At 5:30.
I'm at 5.
You got 5?
Mm-hmm.
I rewatched it. I'm with episode 9.
9?
I'm at episode 7.
7? That's I think we got the medium of that'll probably be like 6.5. It feels like with both of my Jonathans reaching 9.
Mm-hmm.
You at 5. You at
I'm on episode 9 at the beginning.
Oh shit. Okay.
Ghost brings it up.
Oh yeah, so he definitely a little higher than that. We probably at 7. And he's at 7.
Oh yeah. So the average is higher.
Yours the little 5.5.
Mine's the only one. My love's the only one bringing it down.
So for the most part, we already all seen it, which is great, right?
It's the rating.
Overall, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot. Let me just say for what it is. Call it a flower. Yo, bro, it's the most beautiful flower. WandaVision was mad great, bro. And I forgot, bro. I deadass forgot how great it was. Mad little aspects. And how dare I ever even say anything else came close to it or was better than it. Loki was mad good, but all dudes, it did not have that much good elements that was aside from like Loki or Sylvie. That was dope. No lie, WandaVision had Monica Rambeau doing her thing. It had my son Hayward was a great ass dick.
Pause that, crazy.
Yeah, right? Definitely the big two twin tower lines. Pause. Pause. Nah, before. Oh yeah, right. It was a big dick. Pause.
Wow.
That had ass in there, right? It was crazy. Yeah. But Darcy was a great element to the show.
That was fire.
I didn't even
that was
her.
That was her arrival.
Wow.
That was her arrival.
My son
was a throw
Agnes. Oh my god, it was such amazingly because to me she was a little bit better than the villain for Loki, which was He Who Remains, because we only got him at the end, and he didn't do much. You know, by the way, he performed as fuck that little dialogue he had. He did his thing. But seeing Agnes throughout the whole show and her character development and how she was playing it all along, it was Agnes all along, bananas to me. That was another element. I was like, this is crazy. White Vision and Vision, bananas. But Vision not knowing who he is or no memories. I'm scared, Wanda. Crazy to me, bro. Oh my god, yo, so many really good aspects of it. I don't want to steal the time here, but y'all can take
I think
you did fantastic.
Anybody
I think
yeah, I'm sorry.
Wanda
You
is sick in the head.
Ghost got it. Go ahead, Ghost.
I think Wanda's sick in the head for doing all that shit.
Go ahead, Ghost.
She's sick. No, I'm sorry. The floor is yours. But
no,
I think
yours. Talk.
What was the question though?
There's no question. I just wanted y'all to spill y'all beans because I just wanted to give my quick overall like how it really made me. My whole takeaway, if y'all can take away anything from my spill, was wow, it really had so much good elements to it that could stand on its own besides just Wanda and Vision.
What I want to add about the show real fast, especially on the rewatch. First off, like you need a rewatch of this show. You need a rewatch of this show.
Yes.
You need it.
That was definitely needed.
I don't know if that's the way they intended it to go, knowing Marvel, but you just need it. And then now it becomes, at first when you get it, the way they delivered it to us, first show, first everything.
Especially
it was like WandaVision, okay.
Especially after the pandemic, we was waiting.
Exactly. And we're like, okay, well, WandaVision, all right, we're gonna get the show about Wanda and Vision. But you don't know what's going on is you watching a villain origin story. You feel me?
You watching her trauma too.
You're watching her traumas.
You're like in my head.
You're watching her traumas. So now you're going back on, wait a minute. We're watching somebody lose their mind.
Yes.
We're watching somebody go insane.
And playing it off very well.
That's why she's sick.
Pretending to be this hero. Yes.
I wouldn't even say playing it off very well.
She's not. Exactly. She's not playing it off. She's in this space where
she's going about it. Not playing it off. Going about it very well.
Yes.
Like up until that episode where she needed the break, episode 7.
Oh my.
Episode 7 is
besides,
up until then, episode 7, which is probably
went insane.
And up until then, she basically was like good. It was life was perfect for her.
Right.
It was then when Vision started fucking her up. Like
things started fucking up.
Yeah, because he started asking her questions and shit. So it started to get to her more, and then the kids was just becoming overwhelming because they was growing up so quick. So it was all the phases every hour or every day. You know, they're going through a different phase.
So that's because I don't want to take up too much time. I felt this way. I feel this way about the show. And another thing, this now gave me another appreciation for what they did in terms of like, first of all, the first 2 episodes. That's really interesting the way they
it was so
yes.
The way they delivered that package.
You know, it's funny. Even at that time, I used to even give episode 2 its little flowers or try to like vouch for that one to people. Like, nah, episode 2 is good though. Nah, episode 1 was really mad good.
Yo,
like also like on
that
own,
was
bro.
such an interest. This entire thing now that you see
the
what
dinner,
it is,
right?
Yes, and then bro, the way it gets creepy, like they did, it was giving Hitchcock vibes. Yo, that shit was like that, bro. I was like, yo, what?
To me, best mystery show I've seen in a long time.
Bro, the way they suck, because we know Marvel is tucking.
Yo, I caught myself being, because mind you, like I said, I don't got that much time between like getting out of work and going to sleep. It's only like 5-6 hours, so nigga, I would catch myself literally only be able to watch like 2 episodes, but I would catch myself wanting more.
Wanting to watch more.
Yo,
as if you've never seen it.
Yo, that
exactly.
Yes, that's all I'm trying to say.
That's another effect this show has, bro. I'm like, damn, I'm watching it again, but I feel like I need to watch. Like, feels like this is me clinging to it and wanting more of it.
I wanted to mention this guy too. I was lost in words when I was trying to get his name, but the guy from Ant-Man, the Asian guy. The cop.
Yeah.
Yes.
True, right?
Yeah.
Choo, Jimmy Choo. Oh,
Jimmy,
Jimmy
I was gonna say Jimmy Choo, but I know it's not that.
Agent Choo.
Agent Choo, yeah.
Yeah, Agent Chu.
He was really good for the show too.
Yeah.
Another one.
He like, yeah, that all makes sense, but how about when my guys from Quantico arrived within the hour?
Yeah.
He like, you're bluffing. He's like, am I? Like,
Right.
he really was though. He really was bluffing. Got on the phone afterwards, like, hey, can you come like in the hour? Like he was praying, like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie. They had a lot of good elements that.
A lot of characters arrived on this show.
Yo,
Darcy arrived. He really is like. Now I'm looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do in Phase 4.
I think
Like,
this is the best
here we
vision.
go, and they're human.
Yo.
Like, that's another very. They developed these human characters.
To me, this is the best Vision.
Vision?
Right now, like the show.
Yeah.
It was cool in the movie.
Not the white Vision though, the regular Vision.
No, Vision.
Vision in the
That's a
I
fine
think this
take
is the
too.
best. The best.
This is
Vision
the best
ever.
time. Every other
He's
time
more grounded ever.
we were talking about how Vision. I'm sorry. As made of vibranium and super laser beam, he gets handled a lot. He gets folded a lot. He does not do any body snatching. So, like, you feel me? So it's like, okay, what is it? Here in this show, you get to see like, this is a thinking man.
Yeah.
This is what it is. Vision.
Right.
Yo,
This Vision.
the last
is
episode-
it Ultron, who would have used his body and this technology to wipe out
I have some
everything.
different visions. I have different feelings about Vision too.
Watching this show, but yeah. So I felt like he like what Ghost saying. I think Vision.
It's not like
Finally, we
it's
saw
not
some.
nice.
Oh, this is what Vision does, in my opinion.
yes,
Like, let's
yes,
go, Vision.
yes.
Okay, kind of like figuring the whole thing out, being
Yeah.
a computer in
Yo.
this reality.
By the way, I remember saying this to myself about it, and it's always been clocked in my mind. It's not like I forgot this, but the episode introduction with part 4 when she wakes up in the hospital and everybody's coming back from the blip.
Yeah.
Literally one of the craziest scenes in MCU ever.
Ever.
Yes.
Like I'm willing to vouch
Ever.
for that. Like
Yes.
It's a very, very, very
and
powerful.
It's a very raw scene.
Yeah.
and then
raw.
Vision versus White Vision is another one of the best moments in MCU too.
You know what's
Believe it or
funny?
not,
Yo,
from the fight to the
And the
whole
conversation.
the conversation
Combo.
is even
Combo.
probably better than the fight, bro.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I request elaboration. Change the game, bro. Change the game with that.
Oh,
What
his
if you
mind.
strip from the rot and replace the planks? Is that Vision? And he's like, neither are Vision,
But both of
but
them.
both are Vision. Yo, bro, that shit was mad good, bro. It was good. It was good. I love like shit like that when you make your mind bend. Like, oh, I gotta think harder. Let's do it. I take on the challenge.
Yo, WandaVision is just fire. I got to finish everything at 5:30 this morning.
That was a good time though.
In fact, I was taking care
Plus,
of
I
the
got a
dog.
timestamp. I finished at 5:30.
All right, for rewatches, right? From everything we watched from whatever 17. All right, we probably go for like
30.
25 here.
25, yeah.
From everything we've seen, from whether the ones that finished it or whether 5 and 7, on the rewatches now, what's like? No, that was probably my favorite part on these rewatches.
I
like,
got a host. I got a.
Yeah,
I got a whole
I think-
film
I
for
think-
all right,
that.
so start with you then, since you got a whole spiel, you
Go
haven't
ahead,
really took the stage.
I want to
yet.
hear Black's.
Yeah, Brad, Terry really took the
So-
stage.
First off, a lot of what I'm gonna say is gonna piggyback off. It was like in my head, but I'm gonna go a little. I'm a little deep. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I like that.
Off. It's funny. The first watch of the show, it's like a quirky sitcom, and it's good because there's Marvel content. And the second watch of the show, literally transitions into like a thriller horror. Right?
Yeah, at the end when they go outside, right?
So it's so many, like my second watch of the show, I found myself getting chills on multiple occasions.
Yes.
On some Alfred
Yes.
Hitchcock, like, yo, this is creepy type
Right.
shit. This is very creepy. For
Yo,
one, like, for one, the scene with the dinner, we talked about the dinner.
Yo.
Where she's having the conversation
Stop
with the guy.
it.
Right?
Stop it, right?
Because that's
Banging on the glass.
The show-
Stop it.
the
show semi-started for me there.
The lady's mind is being broken by right there,
Yeah.
begging her to stop. The guy's choking. She's choking him. He's not choking.
Yo, by the way, can I
She's
interject real
choking
fast?
him.
Holy shit.
One of
She
the-
doesn't like what he's about to say because she's in control of everything.
Wow.
Yes.
She doesn't like what he's
I
about
I
to
never
say.
thought about that. I never thought about that.
She looks at him, and then he
know.
starts to choke on his food.
That's crazy.
And then she looks at Vision like, yo, like, oh, Vision, save him.
Yeah,
that's
Like you're not doing all of this.
So
You know what I'm
subconsciously,
saying?
that's her inner self crying out, asking her, "Stop it!
And then
Stop
she's
it!"
telling her, and then she's almost telling herself, but like necromanting this lady.
Yeah.
Tell herself to stop, yo, bro.
yeah.
It's so.
Yeah, I guess I
Dottie
never-
had a lot of moments
Damn.
like that.
Yes.
Damn.
Dottie has a
Yes,
lot of
it's
moments
so-
like that where you see Dottie crying for help in the inside, but not really like.
That get out shit. Like,
Yeah.
And secondly, off the rewatch, right, you find like, oh, blah blah, it's this, and this is a TV show and blah blah. It's actually not a TV show.
It's not.
Which is weird. It's not a TV show.
No, you know, it's a TV show in the MCU.
She's
right?
puppeting these people, and it's being broadcasted as a TV show.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. That's better.
So
She's
she's
her thoughts,
not even like,
Right.
oh, I'm making a TV. Her goal is just to create a bubble of comfortability by just manipulating these people.
Yeah.
And she doesn't give a fuck what about, like, they have regular lives that she's well aware of, that she does not care
straight
about.
walked on them.
I love how the fact
You don't
also.
think that's sick? That comes to my comment.
Oh,
She's sick as
it's-
this.
No,
it's
now
all-
and it only adds on, but it really
only
does.
does.
Because when I think of the choking thing, that's the biggest thing for me. Like, yo, wait a minute, he wasn't choking on that. She was choking him.
She's choking.
This is a false reality.
Yo, let's take appreciation for
Crazy.
Black
Yo,
pointed
Black.
out.
Yo,
How
Black.
many people probably never even noticed she was choking? Because I know damn sure I did it. And
I thought it was.
and I see these episodes at least 4 times already.
Honestly, I thought she lost control of the
Like, yeah, he's
simulation.
eating, but he's just like, he's talking about
I mean, it
something,
happens
right?
immediately.
Where'd you guys even come from?
Where did you come
Who are
from? Where did you come from? Chokes him out.
And then she's just looking at him until he drops.
Son.
And then it clicks.
Crazy.
Like, oh,
That's why it's good to
killing
have
someone.
different minds on things because
Shit is wild,
you
bro.
don't peep things you won't peep.
Yo, that's crazy.
You can see. Look, I see that episode probably like 4 times ever now.
Yeah. No,
And-
never crossed my mind.
Never crossed my mind.
Never crossed my
Even when,
mind.
and it's no coincidence, right? They sent the guy in, they sent the agent in. The guy came through the tunnel.
They do
He came up. The guy came through the tunnel, right? The guy came through the tunnel. When he came up through the tunnel, when they sent the agent in, it showed it from her standpoint in the TV show. They're like, oh, she heard a noise.
It's
and
slightly
she went
different.
outside for no reason. From his view, he comes out the manhole, and she's standing outside like the big dog. No.
Yup.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
He's
Slightly
out.
different.
Like,
yup. It's slightly different.
crazy.
Yeah.
Even her demeanor, the way she said no.
Yes.
It was shot different.
It's
a different shot. It's a different shot. It's not the same shot.
It's chilling. It's chilling.
Yeah.
It's like
Hers
yeah.
was chilling.
Yes.
The one from the TV guy was just
quirky.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah.
Exactly. The yeah.
So I think what Disney did, because we were talking about this, is Disney gonna do horror? And what they did was, it's funny, it's not a horror until the second watch. Because as the show grows, there are a whole bunch of things that are being implied, but you don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
Until you get to the end and you find out, oh, she's controlling everyone. That's really bad. But then you're stuck in the moment with the whole Agatha Harkness thing.
Yeah.
But then if you go back to the beginning, and you look at the beginning from the standpoint of her controlling everything, you're like, oh, whoa.
yeah, and
This
you
is
know
bad.
Wait,
really
wait,
bad.
she's being a bad person this whole
This
time.
whole time.
Yeah.
And the thing is about that statement right there.
Yo, they
The
say-
thing about that one, my fault to cut
Go
you
ahead,
off.
go
The
ahead.
thing about that
That's
statement
still
is
questionable.
you need a second watch for that because when you get the second watching, you feel deceived.
Yes, you better.
You-
I thought I knew what was going on.
You see these moments that you at
You
first
miss.
you were like, oh Wanda,
Yes.
that you're like, Wanda, yo.
You know, I noticed too. Every time that somebody would spill the beans when they was out of their consciousness or in their real consciousness, they would say her. But what Marvel was doing was we didn't know we was aware of Agnes being shaky, of her being
Exactly.
you funny money. So the fact that she was already a suspect, every time somebody says her, it's like, all right, they already told, is Agnes running this then or is it Wanda?
I already know it.
Also-
I already
But
know
now
it.
that watching it and watching the rewatch, we know every time. So when I catch them, hear them say it, it's like, damn, Wanda was
Off-
the one.
And
Oh,
off the rewatch, Agatha she becomes, like, I would say she becomes suspect. Because on the first watch, you don't ever really suspect. I don't know if someone else suspected much of her.
I don't know how we didn't know of Rick.
But off the rewatch, you see that she's one of the people that's not super
She
affected
was
by her
planting
spell.
seeds
Yeah.
from the get.
She's one of the people that's going along with. There's a whole bunch of things like
And she killed Sparky too.
when they're
I know she
outside.
bodied him. That's
Yeah.
When they're
missing.
outside and they're
I started
arguing with
laughing.
the
Facts.
chick that like
I seen that.
controls the neighborhood or whatever it is. The prissy
I
black
said
girl.
earlier,
Dottie.
Dottie.
And she said, "All right, yeah." She goes, "The devil's in the details."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, that's not
The
the only
only
place she
place
is."
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's like a
That's what a lot of people was thinking Mephisto always with stuff like that. I wanted to point out one thing before we run out of time. A big point.
I got one thing after
How did we like? Because I know how I liked
I
it
got
this time
one.
around. I liked it better than the first time around.
I absolutely
Quicksilver. I actually enjoyed him
Oh
way
my
more the
God,
second
yes, yes. It's creepier.
Really?
time. Yeah.
It's creepier.
Okay.
You know, his rebuttals was always on his joint, bro. He'd be like, she'd be like, what happened to your accent? He like, what happened to yours?
What happened to your accent?
Yeah,
You said it more when he
Yeah,
said he like,
yeah.
yo, he put on the spot. All right, listen, I get it. You're testing me. And then when she's like, yo, he like, listen, I don't know. One thing, I was shot down in the street. Next thing I know, I heard your voice, and I was here. Things been weird, man. I don't know what's going on. Like he played that role really
What
good.
about
He
when
did
she
his thing in
saw
that
her-
role.
Yo, very well.
I was happy for that kid
Yeah.
Because it's her.
because he did.
I
his
was
thing.
very happy on the second watch. Like I could accept that it wasn't the Taylor Johnson. It was this kid.
Right.
Evan Peters. I was like, all right.
I want to throw a little gem here, and I want to see how y'all feel about this. This is my last little gem. We watched the Multiverse of Madness trailer, and there was a little argument of if this was superior Tony Stark or if this was a Monica Rambeau /
You're in my
Rambeau
fucking
villain
head, bro.
that was fighting Wanda. Rewatching WandaVision and watching how
Monica
Rambeau
That's
and
Monica.
Wanda interacted, and then also
It's Monica. My opinion.
right, even so, even if it was a Maria Rambeau or whatever, I would feel like. Do you think that like there's some kind of personal beef there? Like I feel like if there was a multiverse, right, and there was a Monica Rambeau that was a part of a multiverse council, and they're on trial for Wanda Maximoff, and they're like, oh, what did she do? And one of her crimes are enslaving the town of Westview, where she had a variant of me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mentally enslaved, fucking dancing around in 80s disco.
Right.
It's a little personal.
Right.
I might,
I might want to see it first.
I might want the first swing if it turns into a fight. You know what I'm saying?
I remember earlier this week, I know, of course y'all remember, but when I texted to you, I'm like, oh, matter of fact, it was earlier, or yesterday, when I was in y'all live. Sorry for lost the words here. I heard a rumor that White Vision might be inside of Multiverse of Madness, and I said, whoa. You know why I said whoa? Because why did no one ever even think of that? He's for sure going to be in this movie. He has to. We haven't seen him since WandaVision. He left saying, now it's fresh off my memory, oh, I am Vision. Son, no lie, he immediately in my head turned into the Vision we all knew from before he got killed by Thanos. His consciousness became Vision right then and there. He just left to seek whatever he went to go seek.
Right.
But that's the regular Vision, which in my head was controversial. In my head, I'm like, dang, that means he loves Wanda and he's supposed to stay and fight. But whatever, that's another story, right? And I was like, why the fuck would he leave if this is the Vision that he is now done? He just regained his old consciousness. But long story short, he's definitely going to be in Multiverse of Madness. Oh my God, I never thought of that, but that's perfect. Wow.
Also, Rewatch,
I've been missing him.
No, say one more thing, but again, when you said with the Vision, he's like, I'm scared, Wanda. Vision is also starting to give me like early Terminator vibes, because he's a machine, right? That's gained sentience, and his most powerful connection is his love for Wanda.
Right.
Ultimately, and we've seen an example of this in What If, regardless of what she does, he still rides with her, bro.
Nah, yeah.
Rock with her.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
That's his bitch.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 1,000,
She
Cam.
holds it down.
Is he really with humanity, or is he with Wanda?
Nah, that nigga. What Tony said was the most accurate shit. He's more than that. He's evolving. That was the most accurate shit. When he was talking about Vision, he like, come on, Tony, you lost another super bot. He like, he's not that. He's evolving. And more than that. Tony meant that shit because Tony knew something that he'd been analyzing, and now just seeing it. You seen Vision's eyes in WandaVision. They wasn't computerized. They was dead as humanized eyes.
Right.
Like eyeballs.
He's gonna create his own views, his own. It's not always gonna be like what a robot would consider objectively right. His objective truth may change.
Yo, wait,
Exactly.
what I want to say, this is
Yep.
a big deal.
Yep.
For me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I cannot. I can't help it. I cry every time I watch the last episode, bro. With the last scene, bro. That shit is mad touching, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I don't know for y'all, but
Is
for
it
me,
more
like,
touching than Infinity War?
That philosophical.
it's not about comparing it. I don't care what it is. If something's touching enough nowadays in this life,
You talking about the philosophical conversation between Vision and White Vision?
nah, hell no. I would.
When
That
you
made me
talking about
cry.
when
If that
everybody
made me cry,
disappeared.
y'all would all laugh, and y'all should laugh. Nah, I mean, nah. With him and Wanda, bro, at the end, like literally, when she shuts off the light, it starts right then and there. Right when she shuts off the light, and then he turns on the light, and he's like, I read when it's bad luck to
Say goodbye in the dark.
say goodbye in the dark. She like, no, you didn't. He like, nah, perhaps not. Perhaps I just wanted to see you clearly. And then she like, and he like, there you are, right? So like, all right, if you ever been in love, you ready for when it got you ready. Like you know how close you were with your significant other, and then you go, and then from then out they already put the kids to bed, so it's really just them now. And then through the windows, every time you look, you see the shit getting closer and closer. And he turns to her, and he just asks her, he dead keeps it a buck with her, like, yo, no lie, I gotta ask Wanda. Like you could tell this been eating him since episode 1. He like, or episode 3 probably. He like, I know I can't stay. Now he separates himself from me. I know I can't stay. Whatever this thing is, I just need to know, what am I? And then she dead ass has a moment where it breaks her. You see her face kind of like drop before she even starts crying, and she's like, all right, she has to tell him. That's it. She has to tell him what she is and what he is. She don't explain what you all know, like Bruce Banner and Tony Stark. because that's not what you technically are. The version of you right here standing in front of me, and then she started explaining that you're the piece of the Infinity Stone that lives inside of me, of the Mind Stone. Sorry, that lives inside of me. You're a mesh of blood, bones, wires, and metal that I created. You're my sorrow. You're my sadness. But most importantly, you're my love. Like, and that's true because you follow her arc. Like when she found Vision, it was just like that gave her the extra battery to keep going.
I'm not gonna hold you. Now I feel like Vision was the tether. Like that's what made her good.
Yeah, because
she's on this rocky path. Cause she started out a bad guy. We know this, but she finds love.
She wasn't sure when she was sitting in the Avengers compound.
That get you back on the lunchbox comment too. That means a lot because the truth about it. Because I was always thinking about how many people are aware that WandaVision took place.
Enough. I think the whole world.
You mean
this
inside the
known
MCU?
all over the world.
Yeah, of course. They got
I'm
broadcasted.
sure Westview is probably
No, they got broadcasted. But look, to finish what I was saying, I just want to close it out. Like for me, it was really touching, and then from then on out, it goes on to it starts getting closer. My son Vision literally starts like breathing harder. Like you see it, he's getting scared, and then he drops a tear, bro. My son is not supposed to cry. Like my son drops a tear, and then
but he's not really. He can drop a tear there.
He can drop a tear there. That's why it makes most sense. Because at this point, that's the most, like you said, it probably is the most purest Vision we ever got. Because at that point, he was as real as he ever got.
Yeah.
That version of him. Because she created a real version of Vision.
It's a funny concept to think about.
And then he turns,
what the limits of her power actually
are.
And then
she can create life.
Yeah, and then right before it
she
goes.
She can say no to reality.
Yeah. Right before.
She says no in reality.
Remember, we had a whole.
Yeah, no, and
then I haven't called us before. Check out our earlier episodes. We did it. What if Wanda erased everybody in the MCU?
That's the reboot. Word.
Check it out.
So look, then right before the shit touches him, he tells her, "I was a voice without body," referring to Jarvis. Then I was a body turn. I was a turned sentient. I was just a body, but without meaning. Really, he said. Now I'm brought back as a memory turned real. And he turns to, he gives her like a fire smirk with like a love smirk, and it's like, who knows what will come back as next. Like, basically, don't feel so sad for this moment because I have a weird way of being evolved.
Vision has also never been real.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never been real.
And this
so
is also...
This is why, and he's like, so this is why he can transcend so much. I've never actually been real.
Right.
And this is also, though... Clearly goodbye though, like I ain't gonna lie, like from our little connection of this little saga.
Yes.
Goodbye also, but
that's it.
you gotta let go for until the next time.
Yeah, but I'll be back.
This is sick.
Yeah,
and not me, but I'll be back.
It was just fire because then it erases and then she's just standing around the plot and the house not even built yet and they all gone, her kids gone, everybody gone, and it's like you really feel for her and it's like you just to put yourself in situations like damn if that was me. I felt like I was Vision, bro, and I had to tell my shorty, like, bye. Like, I'm dead. Like, I'm dying, but I'm okay with that. You should be okay with that, because it is what it is. Like, like, I died before, I'm not supposed to be here. This is actually, like, free time. We spazzed.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was deep for me. I don't know. I'd be mad emotional nowadays. Like, before I would never cry. Nowadays should be good.
I mean, the shit is art,
bro. Like, deep shit get me,
that's when you know that's a good story.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I called myself crying again.
I'm saying, it's art. We forget, we gotta remember we're talking about art.
I don't walk in my room right now. See me.
But also on the rewatch, it leads up. And once y'all rewatch it, y'all gonna see a lot of things for the future of the MCU. The Monica Rambeau arc is something that I felt like it should have been touched on. Her beef with Ms. Marvel. Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see
that was great how they set that up. And now we know.
They already show you that.
Yeah, and now we know. And that was a great setup.
Yeah, they have a personal beef. Yeah, they have a personal beef. She's basically picking on Monica Rambeau. And if I was a stronger version of myself, I wouldn't like you picking on.
So now that she got powers, let's see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
No.
Monica Rambeau has beef with Miss. I was
talking about
Captain Marvel.
Carol Danvers.
She got beef with Carol Danvers.
You see that, like, their plot points from how they started WandaVision, which, because due to the pandemic, they pushed back, they changed the order because Loki was supposed to be first.
Yeah, because of the pandemic.
But the way you started off, Marvel, with the WandaVision, off the rewatch alone,
it could have been more perfect, bro.
We needed that, bro. Everything else, for Multiverse of Madness.
Oh my god,
my mind's already.
So appreciative.
And that was the first show of the year.
Yeah, it's the first week of the year too.
Multiverse of Madness.
It came out like in June. I mean, like January 7th.
Multiverse of Madness. That's crazy.
It's the first.
I'm pretty sure we went a little longer than we supposed to on this one. But I just want to get literally probably like a 10, 30 second each on all of y'all of where this re-ranks for y'all within the rest of the MCU shows. Mine, I got a shot right. Loki had moved it to number 2, so Loki was number 1 for me up until I just rewatched it this week, and I ain't gonna lie, it just reshot by a landslide back to number 1. And when I get up into Loki, when we get up to Loki, it's probably gonna have to. I'm gonna see where it lands again. That's what's interesting about this rewatches, but for me, it's definitely number 1 by a landslide for me. Landslide. So I want to get y'all's on that ending before we close it.
My ranking of it, damn dude, it is incredible on the rewatch. And I'm watching it now on rewatch.
I want to ask you though, because I've been editing this whole week and I've been catching. You mentioned it at least 3 times how much this is your favorite. So is it better than Hawkeye?
Yeah, Hawkeye. That's what I'm saying. It has rewatch. It has the freshness factor right now. So this is what I just seen right now. Right. So I'm enthusiastic about it. I ain't gonna lie. It does have that number 1 potential spot. Like it has. Yes. It's there. It's there. I'm not gonna lie. And a part of me is like, damn, but I just gave that shit to Hawkeye over Loki. I'm like over here contradicting and changing my mind every week. But on the rewatch,
a flower's a flower.
Now I feel like WandaVision's on another level than the shows. Mm-hmm. I think it's on a different level than the shows.
It's like a movie broken up.
It's a movie broken up, and actually, even though it's fucking up everything, and I mean it's fucking up everything Marvel's put out. You know what I'm saying? Even though in a good way, I mean like it really
slang.
We gotta remember, in a good way,
like you're fucking it up,
not fucking it up, but like fucking it up.
Yeah, you fucking it up. Like she eating her sandwich crazy, you fucking it up.
You feel me, like that? So, I look at it now and I'm like, oh shit, you better remember who kicked off Phase 4. You better remember who they decided to put the whole thing on. And you better remember why they did it. And so they did not come out the fence. I thought they came out the fence. Like eventually, everybody fell in love with WandaVision. We know that happened. Classic WandaVision. But now on the rewatch, nigga, I'm like, I don't know, man. They might have did some. You couldn't make this a movie.
No.
You couldn't make this a movie. It needs to be told this way.
Yes.
The edginess makes it even better.
You need
each episode and waiting when that credit comes on.
Tell the story this way.
Yeah. You be like, yo,
you just think of what kind of creepy shit's gonna happen next.
Yeah, it's so creepy.
Bro.
Like it's like, all right.
So yeah, this is on. It's got run 2.
It's fresh.
None of my other joints got run 2 yet, but yeah, it definitely jumped into that number 1 spot.
Oh, all right.
So that's on me. If y'all watch the show, I had Loki Hawkeye battling for that 1. I talked to Ghost last night. I told Ghost, yo, WandaVision came out number 2. I'm not gonna lie, as a freshness, as a watching it, ending it, that's number 1. WandaVision number 1, yo. That's all
I'm trying to tell you last night.
It's just, that's not because of the way the show is, because the show is fucking amazing. It's the way it sets up everything for the phase that we're about to enter. It set up everything. You couldn't, like how you said it, you couldn't go wrong. That's how you started off. That's how you started off.
I felt so appreciative that I rewatched it. I'm like, wow, bro.
Yes.
I probably never was going to watch it straight through. I probably would come back to several episodes.
And I gotta remember, I used to dread the way it lagged to begin. What we thought was lagging to begin.
No, the world building.
So I would avoid it, but then
Hex
I got
building,
into
actually.
bro.
So I think for me, I'm not. This show just fucked me up in a couple ways. For one, because I realized that I don't have a ranking system. It's not real because I feel like I'm gonna rewatch the other shit and be like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, now I'm even interested on other shit.
I feel like it's just gonna happen to me all over again. So I feel like my ranking system is imaginary. But WandaVision as a show, I think, separate from all the other shows thus far, to be honest, now holds a special place in my heart because I'm a fan of thrillers, and it's such a well designed thriller that I didn't even watch it as a thriller the first time, and that to me is like, it's almost like a fine wine. It has to age on you.
It's got to age on you. It's got to age on you.
That for me is just like, wow.
That shit ages crazy good.
So when I go to re-rank that, it's.
One?
I feel like I can see that. I can easily see it coming in at 1.
Yeah, easily. Cause it's so much of a like. I know we were using the word a lot, especially like in our we would know, right, in our lives or our chats and shit. It's a masterpiece. Yes. You know, I said that about the Carter 3. You didn't like it.
Carter 3. Yeah. I didn't say I didn't like it.
No, you say you didn't like that. I said it was a masterpiece.
That was I thought
I
that was crazy.
But Ghost,
masterpiece.
Let's just hear. They love to hear your voice. They don't know how you look yet, so they love to hear you.
So I'll put WandaVision. I love it. It's a beautiful show. I already told Black this, and the day I seen it, it's a beautiful show. But I still is a number 2 for me.
Loki's still there.
Loki's still number
I felt
1.
it. I felt it.
And I don't think.
I can't wait till we get
I
there.
don't think.
Loki's gonna go crazy.
I don't think it's gonna stay number 2 WandaVision for me.
You think it's gonna drop?
Because Moon Knight. I have potential that Moon
Yeah.
Knight's gonna get better.
I said this.
Yeah, we're not
I
talking
said
about
this.
Moonlight
But I know.
this
Mike.
week because all of us gotta catch up on it. But next week we're gonna catch up on whatever we missed.
Yeah,
and
Quick question:
Yeah.
Is Moon Knight just for the? Is Moon Knight gonna be in the awards?
No,
It's
that's 2020.
got to make everything in the
2021.
calendar.
Yeah.
2021.
All right, so y'all heard it. So it's still number 2 for you. You're saying, but you don't know if it's gonna stay there.
Yeah.
All right, that's mad fair, and I think that's like great that you gave that because not everyone that's watching would feel exactly how every one of us felt. We all put it up top for now, and then that's great that you had that objective.
I also got a
that was-
funny fact. Did y'all enjoy the commercials in the show?
Oh, bro, where we at? Where we at right now?
40.
Oh shit!
We way over.
Wow.
You heard?
I couldn't stop
Alright,
the conversation.
I get. Nah, I know it was a
This
great
is too
conversation. Alright, let's just close it on these. I'm not gonna lie. No, don't press it. We're gonna close it out after we did I say. But let's try not to OD all of us on the commercials. But I don't have a favorite commercial, so I can't even get there. But I just want to touch on like what it did for me. I realized how sinister and fucking wicked these commercials were, and I don't know how they got approved.
Yeah.
I don't know how they got approved, bro.
Yeah.
And no lie, in like 10 years from now, we're probably gonna get that commercial. Like, did you watch WandaVision back in 2021?
Well,
you you earned compensation for this
The-
or your trauma.
What conversation
Yo, bro,
we're
did you-
talking about? Can Disney do horror? They did it.
They did it. They walked out,
sneakily.
bro.
Well,
You have to
Sneakily.
watch it
And
twice.
you have to
bro.
watch it
For it to
twice.
be a horror.
Yo, bro, they
You have to
actually
watch it twice.
And-
make so much sense that they don't make sense that it makes you think too much that when you do catch it, you be like, son, that's dark. Son, what am I watching? Yo, and I did enjoy them like real commercials too. That's what was fire. Every time they came out, I'm like, what is this commercial? I'm like, oh, WandaVision had commercials. This is dope
Yeah,
right now.
It's
Great.
so
So-
fire. So fire.
Also, I found it interesting that a decent amount of the commercials, besides like I went into detail trying to analyze as many of them as I could, but a decent amount of them were Hydra commercials.
Facts.
Yes.
I was gonna bring that up.
She
You
comes
was in
from
my
Hydra,
head.
that's why.
So she's
Yeah.
still, and when they were describing Wanda, they don't like the I forget the name of the main agent that was sent there that had everybody there collectively, but his description of Wanda, he describes her as like this child from Sokovia that's like a Hydra defect that like
Yeah, but he was against her.
exactly
He calls her a
that's-
terrorist.
Hayward here. He was calling her a terrorist the whole time. He
But
was
does he-
mad at anybody that vouched for her.
Does he represent the general opinion about Wanda Maximoff outside of the Avengers?
Oh,
No,
probably.
no.
Was she not the trigger for the Sokovia Accords?
Nah.
Yes.
As you can see,
Yes.
I think most
no,
people
that's
scared of
there's
her.
brought that all up. He
no way.
brought all
There's
that
no way
Nah,
that
you
she
know
doesn't
why?
have bad
I
PR.
think
No,
we-
she
we
has bad
just
PR,
like-
but I think she has more good PR than bad PR because just look, you have to use the proof. In that room alone, there was 3 people that was, Wanda's a good person. She's an Avenger.
But they
personal
have
connection.
exactly.
They showed one
They
person-
know Wanda,
But
None of them
or
have
in
connections
some,
with her.
the world,
or they're connected to the Avengers. Like they know
None of them
that.
have connections. Or only Darcy. No, Darcy don't even have connection with the Avenger.
Like
Of course she does.
Like
Or
I'll put it like this: the world.
she knows the Avengers.
World, I'll put it like this:
She knows the Avengers.
but this is not at that
I'll put
time.
it like
Wanda
this.
came
I'll put it
after
like
the
this.
first 2 Thor movies.
The world outside
I got
of
you right.
outside of Sword, Shield, and the FBI are probably shit terrified of Wanda.
Alright, we're definitely getting sidetracked.
Yo, shit, we did it again.
Again, man, I
Show it to
and I literally said let's not get into detail.
Backstage.
Just
That's definitely gotta
what
come
did the commercials did for you?
Hydra
That's it.
commercials.
So
The commercials were fire. They were terrifying. Disney can make horror. It's gonna make horror. Multiverse of Madness is gonna be a horror. I know it. It's gonna be a horror, and let's go like summertime horror shit.
You guys have?
Thanks. I just love the fact that commercials was great. I was
Did you have a favorite one?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Yes,
right now.
I have a favorite one, and I think it's probably the wackest commercial out of all of them.
Which one?
Is when they just showed the rating. It was like a little check thing, and it said Nexus.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah. See, they had me stuck on that for a
Yo,
minute.
bro.
I'm like, why did they do that?
So me, like, because of Loki,
Loki.
it showed us what
the
the Nexus
being.
events
Yes,
are and Nexus
yes,
beings are.
yes,
And I'm like this, oh my fucking god.
Yes.
Wanda, this was all planned. I needed this.
Yes.
I caught one of the.
That's crazy.
My
I gotta
heart
watch
skipped
Alright,
the beat.
so-
My heart
so-
skipped the beat.
So just to end my whole talking for me, I had a favorite one then. Was the when he was trying to peel the yogurt.
The yogurt. I had a feeling that was your favorite one.
Yeah, that one was
I had a
crazy to me, bro. Like that whole mind, like it was clear to understand what was going on there. You're trapped, and you're desperate, and you're frustrated. So you're going so hard Like you're not taking the time to really do what you need to do to get out of this. And he was just trying to peel it so much that he couldn't. He was so cold, he was shivering, so he couldn't even grab it. And then it made him age that he turns to a skeleton, and he died trying to do that. When he could have just, if he was just not cold and stranded or even overthinking it, he could have just peeled it regularly. But he was shaking because he was just the whole scenario.
Never got that yogurt open, that magic yogurt, right?
That shit was crazy. It was go Yo Magic.
Yeah, Yo Magic. And it started off cool because he's sitting there and the shark shows up. He's like, yo, get this yogurt. And then the kid sits there and dies with the yogurt. and turns to a skeleton. Yeah. I like my favorite commercial was probably the when they were advertising the Lego paper towels.
Yeah.
You got a mess, you need to clean it up. And the first semester they showed expose a big pile of red Kool-Aid. All that blood, but when she was in Legos and she blew up and killed
Yo Snaps was cool too. That wasn't a commercial, but not Yo Snaps. The Snap something, Sugar Snaps. That was the cereal box.
The cereal.
And you know, the Thanos.
Right.
Anything like that was crazy.
I thought the prescription one was funny.
Oh, yeah, where you could sleep.
Call your doctor.
Yeah, call your...
That was good.
Yo, and
that was crazy.
And come to realize, thank you for y'all. Love y'all. That's Doctor Strange sending all those commercials.
No, you come on, you can't.
Come on.
I'm going with
That's going crazy.
I'm going with
Yeah.
That's my.
But that's another whole other thing.
Doctor Strange.
Let's
Yeah.
Alright,
I'm about to ask you something about that though.
y'all heard it here. If you can catch up on WandaVision and the rest of the content from 2021, so you can participate in voting. We are gonna set up a way somehow that y'all can contact us, and you can send us your slate for each category. We will put out the categories that we are officially gonna have for each nominees for each movie from 2021. So if you catch up on it, refresh you don't have to, but it'll be better, and we'll set it up in a way that y'all can be a part of this. I think that'd be mad cool to have a fan award.
Sure.
At least two fan awards. The fan award for this and the fan award for that. And then we know strictly it wasn't even us. It was straight y'all that determined who won that award. Like we wouldn't even vote on that one. Y'all would just vote. So smash that like button like Hawk. Subscribe. Comment, like, and subscribe. And like Jonathan was trying to stress earlier, the more you comment on stuff, we will appreciate it. But not only that, like, we can start projecting it on here, popping y'all up and be like, such and such asked us this question. Literally, I'll pop it up on the screen. And then 2, the more that y'all like, comment, and if you're already a subscriber, if you haven't subscribe, you have a bigger chance, literally, at winning something from the giveaway that we're going to do. Our first AssembleTime giveaway. You feel me? So the way we go about it is literally the more we see people pop up as, this person is liking more videos, or this person commented on another video. Wow, this person really watched our whole thing. He mentioned something from minute 18 in an hour, whatever. But I know you really been watching or whatever. So the more we can see that, the more we can determine who's the winner, right? Because we just want to give it to somebody that's really in tune and not cheat to somebody that's just trying to get the artifact. That's what I'm calling everything I'm giving away. So let's just wrap it up. Smash that like button like Hawk. Subscribe. It's your host Sluggy, your co-host A.
Jonathan.
Black.
Goes.
Until next time, summertime.